Thank you very much, lady. Now, when we talk about Philippine history, or any history of any culture or people, we have to think about some of the traditions that last over the generations. And one of the things that some of you may be familiar with is something called a kalesa. Everybody know what a kalesa is? Has anybody ridden in a kalesa in this room? Oh, great. Was it a good experience for you? Okay, kind of slow, maybe? All right, but it was probably enjoyable anyway, right? At least it was environmentally sound, right? The important thing about the kalesa, though, is that it's a form of transportation that still continues to exist in the Philippines today. So if you ever have a chance to go down to Manila, to Intramuros, you know how congested those streets are with all the jeepneys and the trucks and the taxi cabs and all the drivers driving crazy, right? And somewhere in the middle of this, you'll see little kalesas with little horses driving. Okay. We're going to sing a song that's kind of a tribute to the kalesa. But what we're going to do is we're going to, again, challenge your imaginations because we're going to construct a kalesa right here in front of you. All right, let's imagine that right behind me we have a carriage with huge, huge wheels, with room enough for maybe 2 or 3 passengers and a seat, a little bench for the driver. Okay, so now we've got the kalesa in back of us. Let's bring in a cochero, the driver, and a couple of horses. Oh, I've never seen better horses. Can you guess which one is the cochero? The one with the hat, right? He couldn't dance, so we had to give him this part. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Can you show us what a kalesa might look like, theater style? Okay. Handsome guys, all right? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Shannon. All right. Now, in addition to the horses and the cochero, of course, we have to have some villagers. And kalesas are very romantic, they're very colorful, they're nice to look at. So I think it's nice to have some of the village ladies appear with our kalesa today. All right. So can we ask our horses and the cochero and some of our village ladies on a leisurely Sunday in Intramuros about to enjoy a ride on the kalesa? We'll bring out our cast, please. Okay. The kalesa isn't the only icon that we have in Philippine culture. There are many, many things. Now, how many of you have been to a fiesta before in the Philippines? Okay. Now, we all know that fiestas are really, really grand events, and they're very, very enjoyable and very memorable for most of us because there's a lot of things going. There's a lot of singing, dancing, a lot of food, right? A lot of enjoyment, people telling stories, drinking, the processions, carnivals, all kinds of things, parades, band music, all kinds. In addition to the fiesta, though, we have a lot of things in our heritage on the cultural or artistic side. Now, we've all heard many, many kinds of Philippine music. We have what we call the pandango, we have the kumintang, we have kundiman, and a whole slew of other types of music. Now, if you combine the fiesta and the kinds of songs we have, the kinds of music we have, then you have every reason to be proud and every reason to think well of the Philippine culture. Earlier, the group sang a song called Basta. Can anybody translate Basta? Oh, whatever. I don't care what you say, all right? Basta sa ating musika pa rin ako, which means, I don't care what you think, I'm going to be proud of my music. That's the music I'm going to be singing. Because we have so many kinds. Now, the reason that song was written was because there are a lot of Filipinos, especially in the older times. It's a lot different now because there's a very strong wave of nationalism that's been happening in the Philippines over the past 20 years or so. But a long time ago, it was considered inferior to be interested in Philippine music. You heard the term bakya. You know what bakya means? The wooden shoe. That was a symbol of the pedestrian, the lowly person. So if they found something that was kind of corny, especially if it was in the Philippine language or a Philippine song or a kundiman, or if you happened to be practicing eskrima, that was considered bakya. Of course, these days, people's attitudes have changed.